Question number 4. It says an isolated conducting sphere of radius r maintained at a potential V is being rotated at a constant angular velocity omega about one of its diameter. We need to find the magnetic dipole moment of this sphere as well as the magnetic induction at the center of the sphere. So two questions we need to find out. So let's say this is a sphere and which is a conductor having, let's say, q charge on it, and it is being rotated about this vertical diameter, let's say, by omega, which is a constant. Now let's say from this diameter at an angle theta, we take a small element of d theta, and this will have a r d theta thickness. And if it is being rotated, so we can think of this ring that is being formed over here. And this ring is going to be of r d theta thickness. And let's say small r is its radius, and this is the distance of this center of this ring is x from the center of the sphere. Now we need to first, let's say, talk about the charge and potential that is given to us. So potential of this sphere is written as kq upon r. So q can be written as vr divided by k, and k is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, so it becomes 4 pi epsilon naught r into v. So q, which we are going to use, later we can substitute this q by this number. Now let's consider the ring element that we have talked about. So what is the dm? Differential dipole moment or magnetic dipole moment. So it's defined as the current in the loop into the loop area. Now current in the loop is going to be dq divided by time period. So time period is 2 pi omega, and the loop area is going to be pi r square because this ring is going to be of radius r. Now this dq can be written as total charge divided by surface area into the area of that element. So area of this ring element is going to be 2 pi small r into r d theta. So that is dq into pi r square, and this is going to be omega by 2 pi. Now when you simplify this number, some terms will get cancelled, like 2 pi will get cancelled, 1 more pi will get cancelled, 1 r will get cancelled. So remaining terms is going to be q omega, and you will find there is going to be 4r in the denominator. Furthermore, you will find a small r cube. Now, a small r cube and d theta. Now look at this triangle. From this triangle, you can find a small r is going to be capital R sine theta. So if you cube it, so it's going to be like capital R cube sine cube theta. A little bit calculation, but it can be followed. Now if you look this calculation carefully, this is going to be a function of theta alone that can be integrated. Now this is a vector quantity, so we need to talk about the direction. We know the direction is calculated by using the current direction and right hand rule. Its direction is going to be in the direction of omega itself. So for all ring elements, the direction will remain the same. Hence we can say magnitude can be integrated. So m is going to be integration dm. And this integration will have some constants, so we can take those constants outside. Integration of sine cube theta d theta, and theta has to run from this location to this location. And this complementarily will be coming in, so we need to integrate from 0 to pi. Now this integration is going to be calculated separately. Let's say that value is I for integration, and sine cube can be written as sine square theta into sine theta. You must be knowing how to integrate these numbers. And if you don't know, you can follow this. You can have a substitution method like cos theta is equal to t. Why we are writing cos theta? Because we can write this as a 1 minus cos square theta. So you'll find minus sine theta d theta will become dt. So this integration will become 1 minus t square, because 1 minus cos square theta, and sine theta d theta can be written as minus dt. Now limits are going to be when theta was 0, t will become 1. When theta is pi, t is going to become minus 1 using this relation. So limit will be from 1 to minus 1. What you can do, you can consume this minus sign by swapping these limits. Now integration, this is going to be quite simple. It's going to be like t minus t cube by 3. Then limit is minus 1 to 1. So I have swapped the limit with minus sign. And then put the value of 1, then put the value of minus 1 in place of t, subtract. Simplify, you'll find it to be 4 by 3. That means this integration, that is sine cube theta d theta from 0 to pi, turn out to be 4 by 3. So we can multiply this by 4 by 3. And we can substitute the q value, which is from here. So it's going to be like 4 pi epsilon naught r into v, that is q, omega r square by 4 into 4 by 3. Once you simplify, you will find 1 4 will get cancelled out, 4 by 3 will still be there. So it's going to be like 4 by 3 pi epsilon naught omega v r cube. This is the magnetic dipole moment's magnitude. If you are looking with direction, then you say this direction is going to be the direction of omega. So it will be the perfect answer in terms of vector quantity. Further, it is asking to calculate magnetic induction at the center. So now we need to calculate the magnetic field at the center point. Again, the same element will work. So due to the same element, we would like to have a magnetic field at this location. You will find magnetic field is going to be toward the center because current is going to be like this. And this dB is going to be because of the ring. Then we can integrate for these dBs. So let's do that as well. So you'll find magnetic field at the center is going to be integration of this dB, and dB can be written as magnetic field due to a current carrying loop on its axis. Formula goes like mu naught I r square upon 2 times r square plus x square is power 3 by 2. Now r is the radius, you know that. X is the distance as shown in the figure. X can be written as capital R cos theta, of course. Now from here, mu naught upon 2r cube is coming outside. How it is coming? Let's put x value and r value. So when you put x and r over here, so it's going to be like capital R square cos square theta plus capital R square sin square theta. Take capital R square outside. So you'll find cos square theta plus sin square theta. That will become 1. So that means this is nothing but capital R square. Or you can simply use this Pythagoras. So this square plus this square, nothing but r square. So point is, this number is r square. So power 3 by 2 will make it r cube. We can take it out. So denominator has been simplified. Now in numerator, what is left? Let's talk about di. So first we need to simplify this di. Di is going to be dq divided by its time period. Or in fact, we have calculated this di somewhere. We can use those numbers as well. This was di. And this di was simplified. So this was the di. And if you simplify, 2 pi was off. So it's like q omega r d theta divided by 4 pi r, because 1 r was also off. So I have taken that di value from there directly. You can also borrow. And then apart from this, there was r square, so r square. And then this has been taken outside, so that was simplified. Now in this, you will find omega is outside, q is outside, and this 4 pi r is also outside. So it will be mu naught omega q upon 8 pi r raised to power 4. And this will be again r cube d theta. Small r cube can be written as capital R cube sin cube theta. So this capital R cube can be taken outside. It will again become sin cube theta d theta from 0 to pi. And that number is this thing 4 by 3 we have already calculated. And this will settle this r cube. So we will get at a mu naught omega q divided by 8 pi r into this integration of sin cube theta d theta, which is 4 by 3. And then it will be, it can be further simplified by putting the q value which we know. So it will be like mu naught omega q value is 4 pi epsilon naught r into v divided by 6. There was 4, then this was settled, then 2 and 3 got multiplied to make it 6. So that is 6 pi r. Now they can be further cancelled by 2, so it's going to be 2 mu naught epsilon naught v omega by 3. Now if you are looking for the magnitude, so its direction also going to be in the direction of omega. So that will be the final answer in terms of vector quantity. This is how we are able to find omega as well as b. Thank you.